This is a mini Jeep we just bought on Amazon, and today we are turboing it. And this is a 24 fully loaded Tacoma that we are giving away right now on grindhardplumbingco.com. This is the coolest thing we've ever given away. So if you guys want to get entered, check it out on grindhardplumbingco.com. Every $5 gets you an entry. I didn't know you could do donuts without rolling it.
This is a chicken coop. No, just kidding. This is a Chinese Jeep from Amazon with a 125 four-stroke engine. With 4 speeds. We're gonna put a turbo on it and see if we can't make spoolie noises and boost and more power.
I'm excited to see what this looks like. The packaging size is more impressive than I was expecting.
I don't exactly expect this to be a Lamborghini, but it might be like a halfway decent Hyundai. I know for a fact its suspension is gonna suck, but it has suspension.
The suspense is killing me. I've wanted one of these for so long and I've never seen this color.
Oops. Yoink.
Woo! That is bigger than I thought. These look like not the cheapest thing we've seen.
God, those tires look mint.
Dang, real hood latches and hinges.
And real tail lights.
A choke, a full spare, and the little children's seats. Oh, front little brakes, adjustable steering.
A muffler.
Little doodle boy. Holy smokes, this is way nicer than I was expecting so far. Never operate under the age of 16.
Definitely, it's marketed for 16-year-olds, clearly.
You can just feel the power, man. The whole machine vibrates.
So this is the cheapest Amazon Jeep on the internet. Got this thing and in grind hard fashion immediately rolled it. Thanks, Edwin. We're gonna go swindle about, see what this thing can do, get a baseline, 0 to 60 feet, not 0 to 60 miles an hour. We'll set a little racetrack up, mark it well, see how it does from point A to point B. So let's go outside and rip this thing.
Yeah, let's see this thing go.
Tabletop a little hard.
All right, I'm gonna drop you off on top and you're gonna have to film this one.
All right. Sounds
dude.
like a plan.
Woo! That was absolutely insane. How much air did I get? Like a foot?
You got quite a bit, dude.
6 inches? It felt like 3 feet.
So normally, all of these machines are like broken or we're done filming or something before I get a chance to drive them. So I'm seizing this opportunity to see what this thing can do.
This thing's ridiculous!
He's on one. Oh. He's absolutely ripping that thing and about to roll it.
All right, I almost rolled it.
I saw.
I'm giving up. You can take it over again. You want to do a lap time?
Yeah,
I am way too afraid to give it a lap time.
Yeah. Dude, you yeeted it a couple times.
You saw what happened to Ethan the last time he got a lap time?
I did. But look. I haven't touched any nuts and bolts on this yet.
Confidence inspiring.
The steering is the one thing that has come loose on this thing so far. So the ruckus was 40 seconds and that looks slowest. I gotta be faster than a ruckus.
It's just, do you want to be faster than that? Really?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. So, all right, line me up, bud. Let's do this. Come on,
All
faster
right.
than a
Let me get
ruckus.
this.
All right.
Ready, set, go! He's going concerningly fast, actually. Already into that top corner. Yeah, he's making pretty good time, but he might not have the ruckus on this one. 38, 39, 40. That wheelie at the end, and this is going to be disappointing for you to see.
No!
So let's do another. Let's do another.
No!
Go! He looked a little smoother into that corner this time. He's cutting time off. He's cutting time off for sure. 39, 40.
I feel better not be behind that ruckus. Man! At least I gained a half a second. Stupid ruckus being faster.
All right, Patrick, are you ready?
I can barely hear you. Don't forget to scream.
Okay. Ready, set, go! .88.
Wow, let's do one more just to have like a
Yeah, we'll have two then.
consistency, you know?
Yeah, it looks quicker now.
Yeah, my eyes are watering going so fast, man. We're breaking the speed of eye water.
Ready, set, go! .65.
Yeah! Let's go ahead, take this thing inside and put a carburetor on it and see if we can pick up a 0.1 or 0.2 of a, second.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Oh! Dang it, Edwin.
Oh man.
I know, I broke the mirror you broke. Yeah, no body damage at all other than a broken mirror. Idiot. Under this cover, we have this absolute unit of an engine. 125cc. I think it's got like 8 horsepower, they claim. That's a pretty big claim. But it actually has a ton of torque and a ton of power. Wow. Ejecto seat, cuz. So, turbo, we're gonna want that high so that once we feed it oil, it will drain oil back into the crankcase. In the turbo, feeding a box, and the box being completely sealed, and then this will just push air right into that engine. Oh, we have a new one of these coming in soon to a plasma table near me.
Yeah, that's
It's rough. see. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's fudgeable. I'm gonna have to use the same Allens I used on this so that we have as much weld room as possible. But we should be able to get a pipe on there.
That one needed a little help as well.
Oh, there was no threads existing. I think this was a smaller thread pitch. 2 properly mounted flanges. So this will be air out. This is exhaust in, and then bam, we're gonna go put it over there like that in the Jeep. Let's get that Jeep on the 2-post lift because it's so heavy and so big. I don't know how else we'd lift it. Figured we may as well get a good look at the underside of this unit. Make sure everything's up to our quality standards. They're high here at Grindhard. All right, so it's extremely average for a crappy Amazon go-kart under here. It's actually decently well built. The welds aren't fully welded anywhere, as you can expect. A little bit of rust from the factory. Give you that for free. But now we need to mount the turbo, and the turbo is gonna go right about here. So pull these off. All right. So.
That didn't look enjoyable.
I need a U-bend. I guess I'm gonna go look through the exhaust for a U-bend, because I need to come over and go up. We're getting there.
You actually are, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have that thing turned up in no time.
Then you'll just have to weld like 15 pieces together.
If it was pie cuts, it'd be even worse. If we get 4 more of those, it'll be
And
like.
then it will look cool.
And it will look really cool, especially to weld it out. So they're not all perfectly the same, but this is how fast it turns at 90. So I can have this 180 in like a 3-inch OD, which is just, you can't bend that. So that's what pie cuts are for. I'll make a few more of these, and then I will be able to put this exhaust exactly where I want it.
So I step away to move some camera angles, and I come back to this glory. That was the right move.
I think it came out all right. This is probably the most trick Amazon go-kart you've ever seen. Hopefully this is the last piece to put us in the pretty much right direction where we want that turbo sitting. Oh, needs just a little bit of finessing. I want it to go right there. So it looks like I kind of butched it. Just a little bit. Looks like it should work. Go finesse this together, and then we'll have this pointing in the right direction. Oh boy, this escalated very quickly. We went full pie cuts just to keep it nice and tight, and honestly it's just cool, it looks cool. So what we're gonna do now is we have our final piece. This is going from my pie cut city all the way up to the turb ski. Me and Steven just mocked it up a few times, make sure everything's where we want it. It's all where we want it. So I'm gonna go ahead, tack this piece on, and then get the turbo flange tacked on, make sure everything's happy there, and then we will pull this all apart and weld it up. And then once this is welded, we can worry about the cold side, which is intake of fresh air to the turbo, and then turbo shoving air into the box that we make around the carburetor. You're gonna snag that turbocharger, you're gonna hold it right there, on that piece I tacked in. And then,
just like we had it lined up.
yep, and then I'm gonna weld it, and then it's gonna be there. And then we'll pull it all apart and I'll weld everything up. That's gonna have to, can you let it go?
Gently, gently.
Yeah! It's so flimsy right now.
That's a turbo mocked up
We've
right there.
got a turbo hung. Yeah, I'm stoked. Let's go ahead and pull this apart, weld it all up, and start on the cold side. This very intricate pie cut turbo manifold for your average Amazon special golf cart, we're gonna call it. First test fit of this insanely overkill / underkill because it's not stainless turbo manifold. Just a little extra. We are just barely touching it. It should be spinning, so let's check it out. It is definitely blowing air out of the turbo. I don't know how much or what, but air was coming out. We're lacking a skill saw with a proper blade to just cut this aluminum. That's what I would normally do. So I catted up a little 4" by 5" box. So this is 5 inches and each of those are 4 inches, just a little more than. Then we have some little itty bitty curves in here to make it easy to bend. I'll fill that with weld once we get them all bent up, but hopefully this will make the main structure of the box. Then we need top and bottom, and yeah, we've got ourselves a airtight box. I hate this plasma table. It's on my to-do list to finish the other plasma table and get it set up here, but it's not quite as straightforward as one might think. Corners almost perfectly lining up. I'm a little bit off, but I can make that happen in a vise. It's like not perfectly square. I'm sure you can see, maybe. It's pretty close though. So now you're kind of seeing, this is our boost chamber / carb chamber. So we're gonna push the air from the turbo into here, and then this whole chamber will be pressurized, and then it will go and mix the fuel right here and shove pressurized air into here. So let's weld this up, let's get a bottom on it, and start thinking about building a lid. Roll out aluminum welding. So we need to get this thing mounted, boop, just like that, hard mounted, and then we will make a lid for it. Obviously we're not gonna make the lid right now because we don't have any gas and I can't weld the lid up, but I can probably cut the lid out and have it broke to where it, it's just gonna be a traditional jar lid. It'll go over about that much, and we'll have a seal on the top to seal in all that boost that we should be making. Yeah, I could do this in CAD. No, I do not care that I'm not doing it in CAD. The ARC droids made me mad today.
Honestly, if you think about the time doing the CAD takes and then dealing with that table and all of that, that was probably faster.
100%. Lid. It's not too loose, not too tight. Let's go see if we can sneak this lid on. Alright, I just need to cut out this side. I haven't done that yet. Anyway, it's gonna go in there. Boom! Look at that! Little boost box.
It's kind of cool, but it does look odd.
It's like off center, not square to anything. We have this. So this is 1-inch really thin wall aluminum, and I'm gonna use this for my charge pipe. It's gonna go from the turbo to that box. So we will weld this to this flange. And then once that's all welded and this is welded, I will mark where this hole goes. We'll cut that hole out and we'll weld this to this box. Then this is all one unit. Building stuff is just putting stuff together and taking it apart like way more times than you can ever imagine. Sheesh. This thing's going together. We're gonna be able to mark out where we want to drill the hole. Yeah, we have a full exhaust.
Dump pipe.
Dump pipe, everything. It's
I like that it's 1.25 inches, 120. I think I probably would have gone 1.5 inches myself, just for the sake of it looking more ridiculous.
I know.
Well, like you said, we have this file. We can make
file.
another one.
Yes, sir. So I cut a vacuum hose, just a line down it so that it can slip over the lip of this, or the edge, I guess you would say. And now hopefully the lid still fits on here, and if it does, it's a super tight fit all the ways. If that works, I need to make a system to bolt the lid down to here, because essentially we're making like 10 pounds of boost, which is kind of sketch because that means this is like a 10 PSI bomb. We will just figure out the oil drain situation, and then we just need to figure out how to get the oil feed into the turbo after the regulator, which is this fancy thing. Just like, I think Amazon special. These are the fittings for the regulator. We'll get these, you know, pipe taped. Probably the wrong thing for this application, but it'll work for the 10 minutes of glory this engine is gonna have before we boost it to the moon. Well, right, till we boost it to the moon and it possibly doesn't want to land. If it does run well, we're immediately taking it to the tabletop. we got 2 gaskets. This is just some gasket material. And in between these gaskets, I'm gonna put our TV here. I'll put this gasket in. Put our TV here. I'll put this gasket in. And the RTV lock then is like a rubbery clamping force. Ho ho ho! We have tabs that not only lift it, but will clamp. So I'll cut a strap. I'd like to do it out of aluminum, but I don't think we have aluminum thick enough, so it's just gonna have to be steel. Boom. So if I blow into this with my mouth and it leaks minimally to none, I'm calling it good, because if this thing makes enough to leak after 3 or 4 pounds, maybe we don't need that much boost on our single cylinder Amazon engine.
Also,
ooh, it blew out the tape before anything else.
Yeah. Also, more importantly, the volume of air that turbo is going to be moving is going to be so great that even if that did leak a smidgen,
wow.
Yeah, I'd say that's airtight.
Yeah. You can hear it. Right here, we were bringing the throttle cable through because I just did math in my head. And that's what my head math says. So we're gonna bring the throttle cable there. It's definitely gonna leak a little bit of boost there, but we're gonna seal that up with something or other. Carburetor's in there. Throttle cable's hooked up to it, which in my opinion is gonna be the hardest part. Lid's on. So imagine this is JB welded. You can hear everything working and returning in there, even with all this extra cord. Now we need to work on a fuel line to get in there, and after the fuel line's done, we're done. I forgot the whole thing's connected to the dang swing arm, so it moves a lot.
Oh, yeah. That's a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm glad I built it to clear everything still.
Hey, it's a suspended turbo.
So we are figuring out how to get a boost gauge set up to this because we need to know if it's building boost to know if it's building boost. So I found this in the plumbing supplies drawer. It's some old random fitting. Half of it just happens to screw in here. And I tapped it for this random thing I found in Ethan's drawer. And now, yeah, I miss my drawers of random things to find because they were much more equipped.
Oh, come on. You know it's more fun when it's a mystery.
Yeah, so much more fun. It's a pretty rough boost gauge. All right, we have a boost gauge, folks. Over on the second crank.
I mean, that was 2 PSI of boost,
Well,
revving.
Yeah, I saw 3 and we're
Yeah.
-1. So, or
And
I guess -2.
that's no load. Turbos tend to build better boost when they're loaded. Dude, that started up quick.
Effortlessly. Yeah. So there's oil getting to the turbo. So
Yeah, that's all we need to know, really.
Yeah. So I'll put it all back together. Don't burn yourself. There's a big scorching hot turbo right under your sack.
Nice. Sounds like a turbo. I think it looks faster.
It does look faster.
Maybe it's just because we want it to be, but maybe it's also faster.
Oh, we're building like 4 pounds of boost. All right, Ethan, you want to hop in?
Sure.
Don't burn yourself.
I don't have a seat, but
Nope, no seat for you. All right, well, I'm gonna go get to my place.
You ready?
Ready?
Alright. Ready, set, go! Well, that was 6.3 seconds, so that's a second faster than last time.
Wow. You just hear him laughing.
Oh my god, this thing is so much fun. It's so much faster. I don't care what time it says. I jumped that just a
Oh,
little bit.
it's 6:30, so like a second faster.
jumped-
I relocated the jump on the rally track. But in the interest of science, we'll time it still to the jump rather than to the start line. But in the future, all times will be start line to start line.
Yeah. Anything we've done in the past will reference
Is null and
the jump.
void. Yeah.
Time to beat.
Oh, by the way, that ruckus time is a freaking 600cc ruckus, not a stock ruckus.
1,000.
Either way, it makes me feel so much better about
I
getting.
didn't realize you didn't know.
I didn't know. I just thought it was a stock ruckus I lost to. I was pretty disappointed.
Ready, set, go! He's off. So, stock mini Jeep time, 41.67.
Pretty.
First attempt, mind you, turbo lap. 35.65.
It's all that uphill.
That is exactly
Wow.
6 seconds faster.
That's the best improvement thus far.
You know what? I kind of want to do a lap.
Do it.
Let's see what I
Go
can.
get a helmet.
I need to go get a helmet.
Yeah. Get set. Go. Rest in peace, my machine. Oh, he's going way faster than that.
He's just ballsy around that corner like no one has the right.
He's way faster. Oh my goodness. He shaved off 10 seconds from stock time. It's so much faster.
What'd I get?
I guess.
That felt
beat-
like
you beat-
about a 32-second lap.
32.73.
Hey! That was a pretty good estimate of the time.
Yeah.
In case you were wondering, it was full throttle from here. Actually, no, the whole way. Never let off. Not once.
Never lifted, huh?
Nope, full throttle all the way down the hill. It'd be hard to shave any time off that lap. You could shave tenths.
Yeah.
I don't think you're getting much. I mean, maybe you could get down to 31.
All right, giving her the donut test.
Yeah. I'm good.
Wow, this is a rolling machine.
It really is.
Maybe I won't drive it again.
It's that way every time.
Well, of course it is, because that's the side that you sit on. All right, well, that's enough for me. I had to roll it, because we've all, you know,
all now rolled it.
except Steven when he cleaned close, which is basically the same thing as rolling for Steven.
Yeah.
Also, does this have gas in it? I wonder if it's... No, yeah, that's empty.
Yeah. Blame it on the gas.
Well, that's not why I rolled. I rolled because I did a stupid. I thought I could transition from one donut in one direction to a donut in the other direction, and I
I'm
failed.
just glad you didn't get any closer to the fire truck.
Yeah, you came.
Imagine if the fire truck had taken damage from this thing.
It wouldn't.
No, it was.
I would take damage, and this would take damage. The fire truck would be just fine. All right. Valiant effort, but not cleared. Get out of the way!
It's a long one.
That's impressive for that, like, crust edition
Brought it back to
Chinese
life,
turbo.
dude. I definitely bashed it on something.
Yeah, your shift rod might be a little bent, but
Oh, that's definitely bad.
That's definitely new.
I needed it to be a little shorter anyway. It was too close to the dash.
yeah.
The exhaust is good. That's what I care about.
Yeah. Well, either way, all that pie cut stuff's pretty strong. You could hit a rock pretty hard before that was dead.
Yeah, it's lots of weld. Yeah, so I would call this a win.
You know, if you were just cruising around with your wife, this could be quite romantic. Oh, speaking of which, my wife is home with dinner. Oh, shoot. Nice.